So we'll do another run now, and as you can see, there's the one that reads the thickness of the material. The Newton meters are being used. As we run it, just watch it, it does fluctuate as it's going through. And again, a nice weld and a nice strong finish to it. Then you can go into the other settings inside the machine. So this takes you into that side of it. So you have actually the option, because you've got a built-in light in this machine. You can turn the light off if you're using a reflective material. You might find it's a bit glary, so you can turn the actual work light on, off and on. I'll turn it back on again because it's dark enough in here as it is. The information button gives you all the information about the machine, the software program, and what it's actually doing, and the time that it's actually running. So as you can see from here, this machine's had a total of only 6 hours of running time. So just go back, and again, you either go back to your main screen with the 0 button, or you can go back to the settings screen back here again, where you can do the changes you need. So then you've also got this one here, which is your mechanic sort of program button. This one here, you can basically upload items onto an SD card, which is located down here. So if there's a software upgrade, or if there's something else that gets put onto the machine later, we have that option there where you upload the new software onto the machine. Then you also have the ability to let's see if we can go in there. You open and shut, so you can tell the machine when it's not working that the wheels are always up, or the wheels are down. So for our purpose, we'll have them always up for what we're doing at the moment. And then of course you've got all your programs here. Program 1 to 50 tells you what programs are free, and what you can use and what each program is doing. Again, we'll go back to there. On the service side here, if you press that button, that's basically just giving you the digital outputs and everything that's going out. You can also do a test on the weld by pressing this button here. So as you lower it down, if you bring you can test to make sure it's working on there. Go back into here. Configuration is basically your wheels. So at the moment we're using 65mm diameter wheels. If you wanted to go to a smaller size, you can change that depending on what particular thing you wanted to use. So go back out of there. Now let's go back to our main screen. Now the other thing we do have on the machine is on the speed setting. So at the moment we've got the machine runs 4.5. You might have a different material that you're bonding from one substrate to another. It might be two different materials. You might find that one tends to maybe shrink a little bit, or it tends to get a bit wavy. So we have the option in the top. You'll see there's, oops, I'll go back there a second. Escape. In the top we've got that 0.0 percentage. So you can actually alter the speed of one wheel to the other one to compensate for a particular material that you're welding to another. So if I wanted to change this now, you would go into let's say 3.0 millimeters a minute. Sorry, we got that right. Is it enter? Sorry, wrong one. That's only changing that. So we change, sorry, we'll change that to a 4.5. And the other thing we want to do is down here, we go to this box down here, press that. So here you have a couple of other options, but we're after this one here, the percentage. So when you press on that, you can basically tell it that you want, say, 3% difference. Now you can either go plus or minus, top wheel or bottom wheel, enter, and then when we go back to our program, you'll see that now it has minus 3% on the top of the 4.5. In flat operations, it's not really going to be a user thing you're going to use. It's only when you're using two different type of materials, or you're actually trying to perform a curve where you want it to actually be forced into that seam. So we'll go back to there, again back into here where the paperwork is. We'll change that back to 0, enter, and that's all back to where it's meant. The other buttons here, basically you can tell it how far or when it actually starts welding after you start, and things like that. So again, probably something you wouldn't even need to touch, but if you do, have a talk to us first. So we'll go back now to our main screen. We're back again to that. So that really covers the material, the operation of the unit. It's a fairly simple unit to do, and really from the aspect of maintenance, if you keep the machine in a clean environment, you keep it covered, and you keep